Greetings, TheWarOwl greets you, and welcome to Quick Tips, the tips so quick I didn't even show the intro. This time we're gonna cover sound, what you can hear, what you can't hear, and how to take advantage of it.
What? Who said that? Who's talking?
First and foremost, and most obviously, you can hear when the player is running but not walking. Running is the standard movement. To walk, you hold shift. Holding shift will mask your sound when climbing up ladders, picking up items, and when jumping to a higher elevation. I know that sounds a little strange. You will still make sound when you hit the ground when falling or jumping normally, even if you're holding shift. It's only when you jump up to that higher elevation. One weird tidbit, if you keep jumping up and down in place, it'll make sound on the first jump, but not some consecutive jumps if you get it fast enough. This can be useful for popping up to check position silently. Oh yeah, and you can't hear when you're crouching either, but don't crouch walk, you look like a damn fool. You can hear a player when they scope the weapons. This is really important when taking on offers. Also remember that whenever you scope, you're giving away your position. You're also giving away if you're scoped or not. Guess what?
What?
You can't hear when you change weapons. So if you want to unscope silently, change weapons and change back. One of the most important aspects of sound effects in the game is that they don't get interrupted, which means if a sound effect starts, it will finish to the end of the sound file. You can use this to trick your enemies big time. In a previous quick tips, I talked about reloading and fake reloading. To go over it again quickly, you can hear when you reload, but you can't hear when you switch weapons. So when you start a reload, you can switch to another weapon and back. The sound will continue, and it'll trick the player into pushing you. You can also use this technique when planting the bomb. You can hear when a player plants the bomb and the sound plays to completion. So you can start planting the bomb and immediately stop planting the bomb and cause an enemy to push you. Be mindful that when a player is planting, they may do a fake plant. This is very useful in clutch situations. You can also hear when a player is defusing the bomb, so starting to defuse the bomb and then stopping can cause a terrorist to peek you. Keep this in mind in clutch situations, when a CT is in position to defuse when not all the Ts are dead. You make a sound when switching to burst fire, so be mindful of that and also listen for the little click of a Glock going into burst fire mode to give away someone's position. When you're creeping around with shift, picking up items doesn't make a sound, but dropping them does, as well as pressing the use key to switch weapons with one that's on the ground. Be mindful of this when going all sneaky beaky like, "Did you know?"
Well, now I hear you there, sonny boy. You finally spoke up so your old grandpa could hear you.
Did you know that when you throw nades, it's completely silent? The only thing you can hear is when they bounce off of stuff. Listen for that sound so you can avoid flashes. The best pop flash is one that doesn't bounce off of anything, which makes mastering the right click and medium strength throws important. Thanks for watching the tips so quick I didn't even show the closer. Yet.
Back in my day, we didn't have none of them fancy clothes. We just said, I ain't got no clothes and was done with it. And we was better for it. See, in those days, a man was a man and ate raw meat that he caught with his bare hands and strangled the chicken and...